Welcome to this comprehensive exploration of Mark Douglas's groundbreaking book, Trading in the Zone. This isn't just another trading book about technical analysis or market strategies. Instead, Douglas presents a revolutionary approach that focuses on the most crucial yet overlooked aspect of trading, the trader's mindset. Mark Douglas spent decades studying why intelligent, well-educated traders consistently fail in the markets. His research revealed a startling truth. The difference between winning and losing traders isn't about market knowledge, technical skills, or even strategy selection. The key differentiator lies entirely in psychology and mindset. Chapter 1. The Trading Paradox. Why Smart People Fail. The first major concept Douglas introduces is the fundamental paradox of trading. He observed that many brilliant individuals who excel in other fields struggle tremendously when they enter the trading world. These are people who have achieved success in business, academia, and other competitive environments, yet they find themselves making irrational decisions and losing money consistently in the markets. This paradox exists because trading operates on principles that contradict our natural human psychology. In most areas of life, being right is rewarded, preparation guarantees success, and past performance predicts future results. Trading, however, operates on uncertainty, probability, and randomness. The very mental skills that make us successful in other areas can become liabilities in trading. Douglas identifies that the market environment is unique because it offers unlimited freedom to make decisions, but this freedom becomes a trap for unprepared minds. Unlike other professions where external structures provide guidance and limitations, trading forces individuals to become completely self-reliant for discipline and decision-making. Chapter 2. The Four Primary Trading Fears. Douglas identifies four fundamental fears that plague every trader and prevent consistent success. Fear of being wrong. This is perhaps the most destructive fear in trading. In normal life, being wrong carries social consequences and professional repercussions. Traders carry this conditioning into the markets, where being wrong is simply part of the probability game. When traders fear being wrong, they hesitate to enter trades, second-guess their analysis, or hold losing positions, hoping to avoid admitting a mistake. Fear of losing money. This fear stems from our natural survival instincts and societal conditioning about money. When traders fear losing money, they either avoid taking necessary risks or they risk too much in an attempt to make back previous losses quickly. This fear creates a scarcity mindset that prevents rational decision-making. Fear of missing out. This fear drives traders to chase markets, enter trades without proper analysis, and abandon their trading plans. The constant stream of opportunities in the market creates anxiety that the big move is always just around the corner. This fear leads to impulsive behavior and overtrading. Fear of leaving money on the table. This fear prevents traders from taking profits when they should. They hold winning positions too long, hoping for bigger gains, and often watch profits turn into losses. This fear is rooted in greed and the inability to accept that no one can capture every market movement. These four fears create what Douglas calls the trader's emotional cycle. Understanding and overcoming these fears is essential for developing a winning trading mindset. Chapter 3. The Illusion of Analysis. One of Douglas's most controversial assertions is that market analysis, while useful, can become a trap that prevents trading success. He argues that many traders become addicted to analysis because it provides a sense of certainty and control in an uncertain environment. The problem with overanalysis is that it creates the illusion that the market can be predicted with certainty. Traders spend countless hours studying charts, indicators, and patterns, believing that enough analysis will guarantee success. This leads to what Douglas calls analysis paralysis, the inability to act on trading opportunities because no analysis ever provides 100% certainty. Douglas emphasizes that analysis should inform trading decisions, not dictate them. The most successful traders use analysis as one tool among many, but they never rely on it exclusively. They understand that even the best analysis can be wrong, and they're prepared for that possibility. The key insight here is that markets are probability-based, not certainty-based. No amount of analysis can change this fundamental truth. Successful traders focus on managing probabilities rather than predicting outcomes. Chapter 4. The 5 Fundamental Truths About Trading. Douglas presents 5 fundamental truths that every trader must accept to achieve consistent success. Truth number 1. Anything can happen. The market can move in any direction at any time, regardless of analysis or expectations. Successful traders mentally prepare for all possibilities, including scenarios that seem impossible. This truth helps traders avoid the shock and emotional trauma that comes from unexpected market movements. Truth number 2. You don't need to know what's going to happen next to be profitable. This truth liberates traders from the burden of prediction. Profitability comes from following a proven process consistently, not from being right about individual trades. When traders accept this truth, they stop wasting energy trying to predict the unpredictable. Truth number 3. There's a random distribution between wins and losses. Even with a profitable trading system, wins and losses occur randomly. You might have 5 losses in a row followed by 10 wins, or alternating wins and losses. Understanding this randomness prevents traders from abandoning good systems during inevitable losing streaks. Truth number 4. An edge is nothing more than an indication of higher probability. A trading edge doesn't guarantee success on individual trades. It only provides a statistical advantage over time. Just as casinos profit from statistical edges rather than winning every bet, traders must think in terms of probabilities across many trades. Truth number 5. Every trade has a unique outcome. Each trade exists independently of previous trades. Past wins don't guarantee future wins, and past losses don't predict future losses. This truth helps traders avoid the gambler's fallacy and maintain objective decision-making. Chapter 5. Achieving consistency through probability thinking. Douglas introduces the concept of probability thinking as the key to trading consistency. This mindset shift represents the difference between amateur and professional traders. Probability thinking means accepting that individual trade outcomes are unpredictable while maintaining confidence in your overall system's statistical edge. It's similar to how insurance companies operate. They can't predict which individual will file a claim, but they can predict the percentage of claims across their entire customer base. To develop probability thinking, traders must 1. Accept uncertainty. Stop trying to predict individual trade outcomes and focus on following your process consistently. 2. Think in terms of series. Evaluate your trading performance over series of trades, not individual results. 3. Maintain emotional detachment. Treat each trade as just one event in a series of probability-based outcomes. 4. Focus on process, not outcomes. Measure success by how well you follow your trading plan, not by individual trade results. This mental shift eliminates the emotional highs and lows that destroy trading consistency. When traders think in probabilities, they can maintain the same mental state whether they're on a winning streak or experiencing a drawdown. Chapter 6. The Mechanics of Developing a Winning Attitude. Douglas provides practical steps for developing what he calls the winning attitude. This isn't about positive thinking or motivation. It's about restructuring your mental approach to trading. Step 1. Take responsibility. Traders must accept complete responsibility for their results. This means no blaming the market, brokers, or external factors. When traders take full responsibility, they gain the power to change their results. Step 2. Define your edge. You must have a clear, specific definition of what gives you an advantage in the market. This could be a technical pattern, fundamental analysis, or any other approach that provides consistent results over time. Step 3. Create rules. Develop specific rules for when you'll enter trades, how you'll manage risk, and when you'll exit positions. These rules must be clear enough that another person could follow them exactly. Step 4. Have absolute trust in your edge. Complete confidence in your trading method is essential. Any doubt will manifest as hesitation, second guessing, or rule violations that destroy your edge. Step 5. Develop patience. Wait for your edge to present itself. Don't force trades or deviate from your rules because you're bored or anxious to trade. The winning attitude requires mental conditioning, just like athletic training requires physical conditioning. Traders must practice these mental skills until they become automatic responses. Chapter 7. The discipline to execute. Even with the right mindset and a proven edge, traders still struggle with execution. Douglas addresses the psychological barriers that prevent traders from following their own rules. The primary obstacle to disciplined execution is the conflict between what traders know intellectually and what they feel emotionally. They might understand probability thinking conceptually, but still experience fear, greed, or hope during actual trading. Douglas introduces the concept of integration, the process of aligning intellectual understanding with emotional responses. This integration happens through repetition and practice. Just as learning to drive a car requires practice until it becomes automatic, trading skills must be practiced until they become natural responses. Gradual exposure. Start with small position sizes and gradually increase as confidence builds. This allows traders to experience the emotions of trading without risking significant capital. Mental rehearsal. Visualize various trading scenarios and your responses to them. This mental practice helps prepare for actual trading situations. Post-trade analysis. Review. Not just what happened in the market, but how you responded emotionally. This self-awareness builds discipline over time. Chapter 8. Working with your beliefs. Douglas delves deep into how beliefs shape trading behavior. He argues that beliefs about money, success, failure, and self-worth directly impact trading performance. Many traders carry limiting beliefs that sabotage their success. I don't deserve to be wealthy. Making money is hard work. If I make too much money, something bad will happen. I'm not smart enough to be successful. These subconscious beliefs create internal conflicts that manifest as self-sabotaging behaviors in trading. A trader might have a winning strategy, but unconsciously violate their rules to avoid the success they don't believe they deserve. Douglas provides techniques for identifying and changing limiting beliefs. Belief identification. Pay attention to recurring patterns in your trading behavior. These patterns often reveal underlying beliefs. Conscious contradictions. When you act in ways that contradict your trading plan, ask yourself what beliefs might be driving this behavior. Affirmation and visualization. Use positive affirmations and mental imagery to reinforce supportive beliefs about your trading success. Gradual belief change. Beliefs change through consistent contradictory experiences. Success builds on success, gradually replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Chapter 9. The nature of the market. Understanding the true nature of the market is crucial for developing the right mindset. Douglas explains that markets are collective expressions of individual beliefs and expectations. The market doesn't care about individual traders' needs, analysis, or opinions. It simply reflects the aggregate actions of all participants. This understanding helps traders maintain objectivity and avoid taking market movements personally. Douglas emphasizes several key characteristics of markets. Markets are neutral. The market doesn't move to hurt or help any individual trader. Price movements simply reflect supply and demand dynamics. Information is instantly reflected. In efficient markets, information becomes part of the price almost immediately. This means that by the time you hear news, it's often already reflected in price. Market behavior is fractal. Similar patterns repeat across different time frames. This creates opportunities for traders who understand these patterns. Emotions drive short-term movements. While fundamentals determine long-term trends, emotions like fear and greed drive short-term price movements. Understanding these characteristics helps traders develop realistic expectations and avoid the frustration that comes from fighting market reality. Chapter 10. Creating consistency. The ultimate goal of developing a trading mindset is achieving consistency. Douglas defines consistency not as winning every trade, but as following your process perfectly, regardless of individual outcomes. Consistent traders exhibit several key characteristics. Emotional balance. They maintain the same mental state, whether winning or losing. They don't get overly excited by wins or devastated by losses. Rule adherence. They follow their trading rules religiously, even when it's uncomfortable or when they think they know better. Risk management. They never risk more than they can afford to lose on any single trade or series of trades. Patience. They wait for high probability setups rather than forcing trades. Continuous learning. They constantly seek to improve their skills and understanding, but they don't let learning interfere with execution. Developing consistency requires what Douglas calls mechanical trading, following your rules so perfectly that trading becomes mechanical rather than emotional. Chapter 11. Advanced concepts. The zone state. Douglas describes the zone as a mental state where trading becomes effortless and natural. In this state, traders operate with complete confidence, perfect discipline, and objective thinking. Characteristics of zone trading include present moment awareness, complete focus on current market conditions without being influenced by past trades or future expectations. Intuitive decision making. Decisions feel natural and obvious rather than forced or difficult. Emotional neutrality. No emotional attachment to individual trade outcomes. Effortless execution. Following trading rules feels automatic rather than requiring conscious effort. Entering the zone isn't about reaching a permanent state of perfection. Instead, it's about developing the ability to access this mental state when needed. This comes through consistent practice of the principles Douglas outlines throughout the book. Chapter 12. Practical implementation strategies. Douglas provides specific exercises and techniques for implementing these concepts. Daily mental preparation. Start each trading day with affirmations about your ability to trade objectively and follow your rules. Risk assessment. Before each trade, clearly define your maximum acceptable loss and stick to it absolutely. Outcome. Independence. Practice caring about following your process while being indifferent to individual trade outcomes. Belief. Work. Regularly examine your beliefs about trading, money, and success. Challenge any beliefs that limit your performance. Performance tracking. Keep detailed records, not just of trades, but of your emotional state and rule adherence. Chapter 13. Common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Douglas identifies several common mistakes that prevent traders from implementing these concepts successfully. The perfectionism trap. Trying to be right all the time, instead of focusing on long-term profitability. The Holy Grail syndrome. Constantly searching for better systems instead of mastering one approach. The revenge trading cycle. Trying to make back losses quickly instead of sticking to the plan. The overconfidence phase. Abandoning risk management after a series of wins. The analysis addiction. Using analysis to avoid the discomfort of uncertainty. Understanding these pitfalls helps traders recognize when they're falling into destructive patterns and correct course before significant damage occurs. Conclusion. The transformation process. Douglas concludes by emphasizing that developing a winning trading mindset is a transformation process, not just learning new information. This transformation requires commitment, a genuine commitment to changing your relationship with uncertainty and risk, patience, understanding that mental conditioning takes time, just like physical conditioning. Practice consistent application of these principles until they become natural responses. Persistence, continuing to work on your mindset even when progress seems slow. The journey from amateur to professional trader is primarily a journey of mental development. Technical skills and market knowledge are important, but they're secondary to developing the right mindset. Douglas's ultimate message is that trading success is available to anyone willing to do the mental work required. The market provides unlimited opportunities for those who approach it with the right psychological framework. The principles in Trading in the Zone represent a complete paradigm shift from traditional approaches to trading. Instead of focusing on predicting market movements, Douglas teaches traders to focus on managing their responses to uncertainty. This shift in focus transforms trading from a gambling activity into a professional business. For traders willing to embrace these concepts and do the necessary mental work, the reward is not just financial success, but the satisfaction of mastering one of the most challenging psychological endeavors in the business world. The zone state that Douglas describes, where trading becomes effortless and natural, represents the ultimate achievement in trading mastery. Remember, developing a winning trading mindset isn't about eliminating emotions or becoming a machine. It's about developing a healthy relationship with uncertainty and risk that allows you to make decisions based on probabilities rather than hopes, fears, or beliefs about what should happen in the market. The path to trading in the zone begins with accepting that success in trading is primarily a mental game. Once you understand and accept this truth, you can begin the transformation process that will ultimately lead to consistent profitability and trading mastery.